Ugh. I'm just gonna pop to the loop before I start. I don't want to get stuck in a half-hour raid. What were you sneaking about doing?
My other earring.
Did you find it?
No. I can't find a new match earring.
Well, that's because you don't look after your things.
I do, but they always fall out at school.
Oh, weren't there some codes you can enter to get some free stuff? I don't really need free stuff. I mean, I'm not... I don't know where the hell I am. Oh, shit! Oh, I'm near the extract, okay. Is that a thing over there? Oh, it's that area. Oh, a lad just died. I saw a scab die right there. There's a lad. Go on, loot him. Kind of fun. That I don't think that lad has any idea where I am. I'd be surprised if he can even see me.
Yogscast rated with 299 viewers.
Nice, thank you. We've got this gun we got from a raider. Well, one of the bosses actually. And it's got the worst scope I've ever seen on it. But we're running it, because why not? You alright, love? Why?
I just want to know because I'm not going to the shop, but I just want to know.
What, are you going out today?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like leaving like.
Oh,
2
yeah.
minutes.
Okay. You have... You remember your PIN number?
Yeah, Mum texted
Okay.
me.
Don't say
I'm
it.
not gonna say it. I'm sure.
Okay.
My mum texted me. 'Cause I think
You have £20.
what?
You have £20. I put some money on there for yesterday. Give me a kissy.
Thank you.
Have a good time. Huh? You're welcome, sweetie pie. £20 really does not go far these days, sadly.
Captain Ben rated with 5 viewers.
Thank you so much. Oh, hello. Scab, I think. This scope is absolutely abysmal. I'm fairly confident in saying that this is the worst scope in the game. Which means if we do kill people with it, it would be very hype. I also kind of don't want to have to run this gun anymore, so let's get in here. Maybe we can kill Sturman or something. That'd be funny. I heard unhappy scav noises. Oh, you had food poisoning, Ashwin. That sucks. I'm just dicking about. I mean, it's nearly the end of the wipe, so... I can hear him. But this scope means I cannot see him. Son of a bitch. Well, this is death, but we're gonna do something. This scope is so stupid. Most of these scopes have like a battle variant where you can control click to closer, but this is a 20x scope, which is frankly useless for most purposes in this game.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Thank you.
Vaxor sottolineatura Jastre subbedo for 10 months. I can hear him. Where the fuck has he gone?
Isn't he on the floor? No, that was a different guy.
Блять, тут нашего завалили!
No! Damn, what a beast. Well, we finally get rid of that awful gun. Prohor Slezar got me. Oh, we did hit that other lad as well. The lad absolutely miles away. We didn't have any armor on. There was one dead body. No, I think someone else had killed them. Unless we somehow shot that guy in the head, the guy with the funny hat. But I didn't think we had. That gun, so nice gun, but if we put a good scope on it, it would have been a beast. But I just wanted to fuck about. Right. Shit, I've got a song stuck in my head. What tier is this? This is Thor. I like the Thor. Now someone was saying there's a task you can get from Fence, and it permanently increases. Permanently increases your... Now, do I have to do this as a PMC or as a scav? Because if it's a task for him, can I do it as a scav? Oh no, it says scav. Alright, so this is a PMC quest. I think I must have got the first guy. I didn't notice that I had, I'm quite honest. Let's take... this MDR. I'll take this MDR in. Why not? These are quite fun little guns. I don't think they're especially good, but it'll do. Sure. Let's do a scav run first. One scav run on streets, please. look at this lad. It's got, I think that's a Toz. I thought it was a Mosin for a sec, a little sort of Mosin, but I think that's a fucking Toz, which is just the worst. I don't understand some of the guns that they've added to this game, in all honesty. It's a bit weird, isn't it? I still think I've had 2, if not 3, good ideas for something fun you could do in this game just in the last few days. I'll list them for you. Number 1, there is a labs access map. And you start the map, whatever you've got on you, if you can leave the map, you then go to labs for free in the conditioner with all the stuff that you've got from the labs access map. And it's just like a sort of small, tight corridors you've got to fight through to get to the labs extract, and then you will spawn on labs. So you can do it for free. That would be fun. You know what? Here's something else that would be hype. A 1v1 map. It's just you and one other person. In like an office building. That might be fun. What else was my other idea? Oh yeah, that there's a map that you can go on that is checkpointed. That's the sort of conceit, is that you had to pass through a security checkpoint to get in here, and nothing over tier 2 armor is allowed. Guns with certain ammo not allowed, certain guns not allowed. So it's like a gimped map. So you can just go on there with like dog shit weapons. You can't go on there with like your fucking reduct armors and your fucking altons and all that. The loot is suitably garbage, but it would be just fun. You could just go on there and have fun. That way later on in the wipe, you still have the maps where you go in with a Toz and have fights. You go in with a shitty Mosin and have fights. And it would be handy for doing those quests where you have to do things like kill a bunch of lads with a shotgun, kill a bunch of lads with a Mosin, kill a bunch of lads where you got a broken leg.
Nice jump, Alistair.
And just a fun, low-risk fight. Thank you. You could have a map where it's just scavs, but the stuff you keep is legit. Like, you get to keep it, but it's like a catch-up map. You're not going to get much from it. Just kill a bunch of scavs, but you're not facing off against players. So it gives broke players like me a chance to make some money and get a little bit of XP. On like a third character. So you have 3 characters. You have the scav, you have the police, and you spawn in as a copper and you're going in there to clean up some of the scavs. It's just you against scavs. And then your PMC. It's not a PMC quest. You just have to be you're like the Tarkov police attempting to take back some control by taking care of scavs. It's just a money-making map, but all you get is scav gear. But if you're poor like me, sometimes that's all you need. But again, it doesn't work for quests because it's not on your PMC. But the difference is, it's an offline mode where you get to keep what you find. If you want to think of it that way. Now, I'm trying to figure out... I was on a bit of this map with Bob one time. And it was like Loot City. But I couldn't tell you where the hell it is. Of course, they're going to extend this map, lest we forget. Time to learn streets. Jesus. Whoa! What's up, Bliat? Oh, it's lagging. So... is this open? No. So I can't remember, is this... does this lead to Sniper Street? Verd, you can still do that. I'm just saying, you can also, if you're poor... Ah, let's find out. This is Pinewood. Okay. Oh, I know where we are. Okay, so this is the spire that doesn't have the little door out the back. This is the one that leads out to this. I just find this map extremely confusing. Killer hangs out in Pinewood these days? Really? Now, is this the street that if you go out into it, you get sniped or not? Because that's my problem, is I can never fucking tell.
А вот тут твой корефан
Whoa.
точно бывал.
My man's got a laser beam on his TT. Wait, this is Sniper Street here. So if I go out into this street, I'm gonna get shot. What if I go this way? So I can't go around there either, can I? This is the... I thought this was the Sniper Street. I mean, I'm not arguing, I'm just saying that. Isn't this near the big statue thing of a deer or whatever? Yeah. So this will take us into the back of one of those
Ну чё,
spires.
попадос вам тут всем, залетные.
Is this the one we were in a minute ago? Yes, so this will take us back out to the other entrance to Pinewood. That's the deer statue. If we go through there, we get to that industrial area. This leads to the base with the medical building around the back. This is my brethren who have been slaughtered. Cheeky breaky, pachkoviki. Excuse me. I find that there are very few good maps for streets.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Lochnes Monkey's just resubbed for 7 months. Thank you for the games. Flex.
So, looking at this map, we are in damn. Just trying to see where we are. If anyone knows what part of the map this would be described as. Lexus/car dealership. Yeah. I think that's... Exactly, bud. Primorsky. And straight down here is ventilation shaft. Did they change it so that scabs spawn in later on streets? Because I feel like everyone's gone already. Weird. A weird run. They stripped all the bits off my shitty gun. Well, I mean, I haven't been extracting lately. I don't know how I mustered the power today. I suppose because also I don't think it counts towards your extraction percentage rate on scavs. Is lab open again? No. Thank you very much. Hello. Yeah, I'm waiting on Baldur's Gate 3 when it's finished. Comes out Thursday? Really? So, what's going to change between now and Thursday? I'm just wondering why they can't put it out now. What are they still... It's been like a year or whatever? What difference is a couple of more days going to make? I'm kind of surprised. Oh, okay. Ashwin, I am well aware of that. My point is that it's been in early access for a very, very long time. So I'm just wondering what is going to change that they couldn't just like release it tomorrow instead. Like, I'm just wondering if they've just set a date because that's the date, or if there's still like, I mean, if so, my question is basically if I started playing it now, is there stuff that isn't in it yet that is going to come out in 4 days' time? Do you know what I mean? Like, is it literally that there's all kinds of all the additional content is yet to even be uploaded because it's just Act 1. Oh, so did they do this Act 1 thing so that they wanted to get make sure that all, you know, all the combat and everything was good, and then all the other stuff is just, I mean, I guess everything past Act 1 is going to have some pretty busted shit in it because it hasn't been in early access. And if it's as complicated a game as they say, then presumably Act 1 is going to be smooth as anything. No way! No way! No way! That wasn't me. Larian, I think, but I think it's 5 minutes, yeah. Do you know what I'm tempted to do? I'm tempted to rebind this to just my middle mouse button. Wouldn't that be much easier? Oh, that's why. Oh no. Yeah, discard all those changes. I forgot about free look. I was like, I don't think I use this button. I kind of want to know if we did kill him. I doubt we did. Let's go perish. No, mouse wheel scroll I use for changing my uppy downiness. I struggle with the buttons on the side of my mouse. I use this one for in-game voice chat because I don't use it very often. But I try to avoid. Tracer. Damn. I did get him. I'm still very confused about where the drop was, because I felt like it was right on top of us. But I didn't hear it coming down. Damn. Well, he must have shot him a fair bit, eh? He was grunting and groaning. So, my issue with that fight was, it sounded like he was really close. Like, really close. But, like, I thought, oh, he's, like, right here. But he's not, he's fucking miles away. Damn. Oh, well. Back to trying to get, big pipes stuff. You know what I would like is, I've said this before, they should take headphones out of the game. Get them out of the game. Yeah, it's called... Ooh. COD Warzone? Or something like that. It's not very good. Found it... Played it a bit. It was like, it's okay. But for me, the whole fun of those games is completely usurped if you want a big battle by battle bits, which is just way more fun. Quick spawn times, good gunplay. You've got vehicles, you've got 127 lads a team or something like that. Like, properly bonkers and fun. I mean, Tarkov is kind of unique in that it's so terrifying and so brutal that it's kind of hard to copy that in COD. Aha. Lad spotted. That sounds like a scav. There's scavs over there too. Wait, could that be... They look fairly scary. Those lads looked pretty scary. He flipped me off. Who is this guy? Why is he pointing his gun at me? Who is this guy? Is he a raider? What the fuck? Why is he just looking at me and not talking, and then he suddenly shoots me? Well, I don't know what that was. Why was he so chill? What is going on? He just flipped me off a couple of times. I would have shot him if I'd known. Oh, this game, man.
Alistair.
Lionel sottolineatura Ristea just resubbed for 23 months. Wow.
Thank you. Why is it just... I just want some fucking consistency. I think that I would like. Just a little bit of consistency. It just doesn't really make sense, does it? You know what I mean? It just doesn't really make sense. What do we got? What do you got for me in an ammo type? Action, sex. This, how much? I'll buy 190 of these. That ought to do it. I've got any of that action sex ammo. Yeah, we've got loads of action sex ammo. Would you like some? I would. This hat is actually abysmal. The young lad next door is really funny to listen to him playing with his mates, because they come over and they play football, and he's got, they don't have a big garden because they, you know, they're in London, and he plays football every day at the weekends, and he plays it as much as he can, like during the week after school. His mates will come around and they'll play football, but all they do is take turns, one of them being in goal and the other one being the one absolutely clobbering it from like 2 feet away. So the max distance must be like 10 feet. And every time he hits it, he's like, "Oh, what a goal!" And they own like 7 or 8 balls, and all of the neighbours adjacent to the house, myself included, go out in the morning and throw the footballs back over into that garden. It's quite funny, but you hear him celebrating constantly. "Oh, what a goal!" like that. It's like, dude, you were 10 feet away and your mate's just standing there. Come on, it's quite sweet. When you were a wean, the ball would come back punctured with a knife. Yeah, I've never understood this. But there, especially in this country, especially in England, maybe Britain, we don't like children. We are pretty unpleasant to children as a society. Very little patience for them. Just a real dislike of kids. And you may not notice it. And you might say, "Oh, no," but if you go abroad, you'll see how they are with kids. You realise how much better life is for children outside the UK. I really believe that. I think people really genuinely dislike children in this country. No, kids in this country are not shit. I think that's a load of bollocks. He's having a great time. So, I'm not even going to get into well, kids in this country, blah, blah, blah. I'm not talking about the kids. I'm talking about general attitudes to children. And I know that when we took the kids to Turkey, for example, or Greece, or America, or Italy, they all got spoiled rotten by whoever. All the grown-ups that saw them were like, oh, what a cutie, you know. You never get that over here. Kids over here are seen as a nuisance. I really think that we are just so fucking uptight as a country that we can't even enjoy kids. You know, they're seen as like a nuisance. Oh, they make a racket, don't they? Everybody's very arms folded. It's a shame. I don't like my own farts either. I've never understood that. I've never understood people saying that. There's a guy I worked with one time made a joke about that and everyone laughed and I was like, am I insane? And I think, I know tons of kids. Like, obviously, because I have kids. I love my kids' friends. They're adorable. They always have been. They're just little kids. They're sweet. We just, like I said, in this country, we fucking hate children. It's a shame. I don't need this. Run through? Jeez. But yeah, I mean, like, whenever we've traveled with the kids, I've always felt like people would talk to them and they'll sort of, you know, tease them and have a little joke with them and stuff like that. But in the UK, in general, I've found that people have a very sniffy attitude to kids and they're sort of like, they don't want to know. Like, we just detest noise so much, apparently, that we can't stand to hear the sound of children. I mean, like, things like that lad said that, you know, the ball would come back with it having been pierced by a knife. It's like people complaining. I've had people complain. I remember we just moved to this country and a few weeks after we got here, we got a couple of cats. my mum got us a couple of cats to, like, you know, cheer us up and all the rest of it. We were very, very down. This was after we'd got our own place. So we'd been living here for about a year, and then we got our own place. And pretty quickly, she got us a couple of cats, and we were very happy. And our neighbour, this old man, first thing he ever said to us, "Hope those kids aren't noisy." And she was like, "Oh, well, you know, they're 8 and 5, so they make a little bit of noise." He goes, "Oh." He goes, "Well, if I see that cat in my garden, I'm going to poison it." That was our neighbour. First interaction. Complaining about the kids before they've even done anything, and then threatening to poison someone's cat. We are very, very rotten fucking people at heart, I think. I've really lost a lot of faith in British people, honestly, especially in the last few years. Quite unpleasant. He was a chiropodist. Like, he was a chiropodist. A miserable old cunt. Well, Dr. Devious, if you did that, I believe they could then call the police. And I also don't think people who kill animals should be given the death penalty. This is extremely ridiculous things to say. I mean, he never did. He was just a cunt. He was just a rotten old cunt. He died fucking years ago. Yeah. Just I saw this amazing video of this couple complaining that their neighbours. So you had this couple who own a cat, and then you have their neighbours. The couple who owned the cat had gone into the neighbour's garden, and they were furious about this. They were like, "Why are you tempting our cat into your garden?" He's like, "We haven't tempted it. It just came over the fence and now it's lying in the garden." He's like, "Give us back our cat." And he was like, "How am I meant to do that?" He said, "You need to tell him, Ginger, go home. You are not welcome here." And he's like, "Dude, it's a cat. They don't speak English." And then the guy said, "You cat pervert, cat pervert." He starts screaming at him. I was like, this is unbelievable. I was loving it. This was TikTok. It was very funny. But honestly, I just think people are crackers. People are crackers. When they're at home, they're especially crazy. It's like people in their houses and people in their cars are mad as anything. Once they're out and walking around in public, they expect all very mannered. "No, excuse me, oh no, after you." But the moment people get home, I don't know if this is true everywhere, they go fucking crazy. People get in their car, think about it. It has a door, it has windows, it has seats. No one else can get in. It's like a house. It's a little house on wheels. So people are just as crazy in their cars as they are in their houses. In their houses, they turn insane. "This is my house." It's like, all right, buddy. I don't care. People get very, "This is my property." Like, "Your Majesty." "Oh, Your Highness. I didn't realize I was standing on your property. Tell me. Tell me more." And you look around, there's like 1,000 of the same property all around it. People get very, very funky about their property. "You're on my property." It's a cat, dude. I mean, what? It's a cat. How are you meant to tell? "Get this cat out of your garden. How dare you let my cat in your garden?" It's like the reverse of the "your cat is in my garden." Like, I know a lot of people feel very funny about other people's cats being in their garden. Very funny. It's like, it's just a cat, guys. It's like, it's part of the neighborhood, really. People have cats. What are you gonna do? I mean, I don't pet cats I don't know, because that's just a fucking, you're on a hiding to nothing there. Jesus. Yeah, I mean the problem is with the cats that come to our backyard is our dog really doesn't like it. She goes mad. The thing is, she doesn't really know what a cat is, but she knows that when she hears the word cat, she's meant to run out into the back garden and bark at nothing. So we own a cat. She has no problem with our cat. But if you say to her, "Is there a cat?" She goes, "Oh, what?" And she will be sitting next to a cat. She'll be looking around like, "Where?" It's like, you are just not... You have no idea. She'll run past the cat. The cat's like, "Calm down." Runs out to the back garden. Woo! I saw someone over there. There! I think it was people fighting the scary boys. Let's go die to the bosses. Wow, I really thought I got that guy there for a sec. I wonder if we hit him at all. Terrible ammo.
Nice jump, Alistair.
Decrepit Golem just resubbed for 26 months.
What's your way of expressing anger to strangers, just as politely as possible? Probably the best way. I do aim to do that, but sometimes it's difficult depending on how much of a twat they are. I don't get angry with strangers all that often, really. I'm trying to think the last time I had to. Oh yeah, there was a guy. We were all picking up our kids from school. And he was, it's at the end of the, it's like a little dead end, and he was reversing his car, and he's reversing his car and reversing his car, and he's reversing it right towards where all these little kids are coming out of school. And he sort of stops, and then he starts reversing again, and he's just trying to park. It's not even a parking spot. He's just decided to park in this place. Guy probably in his 50s. And I like banged the hood of his car, and he winds down his window. "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "You were reversing towards little kids." He goes, "Well, I've got my reverse lights on." I said, "Well, they're 7. my man. They don't know what a fucking tail light coming on means. It's all, oh, I'm reversing. I said, I really don't think you should do that. And then another parent turned up and was like having a go at him. That's what I'm talking about. This guy's fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy. What's up, fucked? Yanis, you didn't go, did you? Can you make your cam 4 times bigger? No, brother. You didn't go to Riyadh, did you? Well, here's the thing. If you shout at people, you've lost. If you remain calm and they don't, they look like fucking idiots. And you will almost always get other people taking your side. And in public, it's always important to have that. You don't want to be... Who knows what it might come to? You know what I mean? And you don't want to have started out, and you don't want people to say, yeah, these two guys were shouting at each other. What you want is for one guy... Because if you're yelling, everyone's looking at you. Whereas if you're both yelling, people are thinking, oh, I don't want anything to do with this. Because then it's like 2 dogs. Rah, 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 rah. No, I'm not. I'm dying all the time in Tarkov, and it's like constantly. So I've always felt like you're way better off absolutely not yelling in public if you can. Don't do it. You're way better off doing your absolute best to remain calm. Because if the moment you shout, that's it, you know. I mean, I'd never get into an argument on a train. People seem to go crazy on a train. A lot of people get fucking stabbed or beaten up on trains, and there's nowhere to go. And people traveling are in a different mode. Just don't start shit. I just really, very rarely get involved. If something really bad is about to happen, like, for example, a car reversing towards children, you have to step in. I saw in the park one time, these kids would have been about 10 or 11, having a big fight. Lots of haymakers swinging. This guy stepped in and literally broke up the fight and gave them like a 5-minute lecture about how fucked up it was that they were fighting. I mean, they all instantly listened to him. 'Cause for one thing, he was like a big fucking dude. And second of all, it was the fact that he didn't yell. He didn't just start shouting at them. He just went... Like, he shouted once to get their attention. Then he was just super calm. Just talking them down. What are you kids doing? You're fighting each other. You're friends. You've got enough to worry about. Blah, blah, blah. Fighting is never the answer. And then he settled it by saying, if any of you want to carry on fighting... you can fight me. And then they were like, okay. It's crazy. I was like, wow, that's the kind of shit that you think is staged. But I know this dude. Like, I see him in the area. He's just a dude. But I think it's bad. Kids these days seem to get a really bad rap just because of social media. But honestly, kids are no worse now than they were when I was a kid. Every generation claims kids are worse. They're not worse. It's harder to be a kid these days, I think. But it's the same. Kids are the same. I don't buy this whole everything's falling apart shit. When does football start? Can't be long, eh? I mean, one of the reasons... Kids do go outside a lot. There's never been anything to do outside. I don't know why people think that this is a new idea, but it's always been hard to be a kid outside. Like when I was a kid, we didn't have any money. There's nothing to do. What is there to do outside? You're 11. You have no money. You're not into drinking yet. You're not having sex yet. You're doing nothing. You're just on a bike, chilling. Maybe you're playing football with your mates. Well, there's nothing for kids to do these days. What was there to do when you were a kid? What, they had all free fucking fairground rides and shit? No, it was just as shit. It's always been boring being a kid. You have nothing to fucking do. You haven't got any money. The fuck are you gonna do? Hoop and stick. Exactly. It's dog shit, this idea that kids have less to do outside. They've never had fucking anything to do outside. They can go get their phone and go play Pokemon Go. Believe me, that buys a lot of fucking time. Yeah, that's exactly right. We would ride around on our bikes. Maybe we'd play football. We were too old, or we thought we were too cool to play on the swings and shit anymore. Those were for little kids. So we just hang out. And maybe someone, when we got to like 13, 14, someone would have some cigarettes. And then we'd go to each other's houses, play on our Commodores and Amigas and Super Nintendos and all that. That was it. That was it. It was really very little going on. We cycled all over town. We'd go down to the beach and cycle up and down the promenade, see other kids we knew and chat to them. What you doing? Nothing. What you doing? Nothing. If we had any money, we'd go to the arcade. Same shit every fucking weekend. Summer holidays seemed to go on forever, and half the time you were bored out of your mind. Thank God for Dungeons and Dragons. I would have lost my mind if it wasn't for Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not doing anything, I'm just being chilling. I'm just playing this because I don't think we could get a Dota stack going. He's so slow to lean out, look. Let me show you something. This guy... Come on, dude. I can move quicker than you. And I'm not a PMC. $30 kilograms of equipment. 27.7 kilos. You don't think a fucking soldier could move? 30 kilos? Oh no, you know. Oh, that's a lot. He's a fucking soldier, man. How much do Royal Marines backpack weight? So the backpack alone weighs 7 kilos in the British Army. I don't know how much it is in pounds. Pounds to kilos, how much? £1 is about 0.4 kilograms, apparently. I'm just saying, it's ridiculous to think that this guy, level 39 PMC, with strength level 26, is like, whew, whew, oh, whew, that's me tired. Standing up, oh, give me a sec. These guys should be peak fitness. It's silly. Picture little Ted in Florida. I didn't grow up in Florida. Smoking filterless hand rolls, feeding small animals to gators, wishing he'd see a boob someday. What an odd thing to say. I'm not an American. I've never lived in Florida. I did smoke my own cigarettes. I rolled my own for years. But I've never fed small animals to gators. And I've seen boobs, so... Strange. Strange that you would think I had grown up in Florida. I don't know where that's come from. How do these open? How do you open this? So that the baddies come out and I can shoot them. Is it up there? What, as in it's like up in there? Or is it up there? Let's have a look either way. I mean, we're gonna die, but... I can't get in there. And I'm gonna die here. Hop! Oh, here we go. Shit, I see him. Jesus! Oh, man! I should have loaded some mags. I thought they were charging me. Sapsan got me. 2 more and we could have done it. God damn it. They kind of eat bullets, don't they? Just one tapped me. Bastard. So, I think one problem was I was hitting the car in front of me because this game is shit. Hello. Dark and Darker news? I mean, Dark and Darker was okay. I never thought, oh, this game's gonna be, this is the one. You know what I mean? I never really, it's so scuffed. It's just a bit of a laugh with the lads. But I don't think I could ever really invest so much time in it. I feel like there's just not enough to it. By the nature of something set in that fantasy setting, how much can you really get? Do you know what I mean? It's like, if you think about Tarkov, the quality of the guns and the ammo and the armor can just keep scaling up. Whereas essentially, if I have a bow and arrow, get a slightly better bow and arrow, or a slightly better bow and arrow, but it's still just a bow and arrow. And I just feel like it's fun. But, you know, it's got a hard cap on how exciting it is to get loot, which is kind of the whole problem with any of these games where the loot is not interesting, is, well, what am I playing for? Like, for me, the point of a looter shooter like this is that the loot you get unlocks stuff for you, is for quests that unlock stuff for you and make your life easier or your character stronger. It means you can get better ammo, whatever it is. There's a purpose to why you're doing stuff. Fantastic. The shooting part of it is what adds to the tension of the looting part of it. But if I want a game like Dark and Darker where the loot, it's really just about the fight, that's fine. But then just make a game where you fight rather than a game that's like about loot, because it clearly isn't really about loot, is it? If the loot is shit, you know what I mean? Maybe I don't think I'm making myself clear, but CS:GO has no loot. All CS:GO is an excuse to have a shootout with some strangers. It's a vehicle that enables shootouts. And you have to fight. Battle Royales, like PUBG, you have to fight. The looting is just to enable you to fight in that map. So it works, right? It makes sense. But if you have a game where the loot isn't really important, but equally you don't have to fight, then what's the point? Hey there, Sniper Scav. Let's be friends, Mr. Sniper Scav. What's up, son? Come on, lie down. Oh, hello. Saw a lad there. Looked like a scab though. Ah, there's tons of tower defense games, Titan. Tons and tons of them, dude. That is a pretty incredible thing to say. Shame there's not really tower defense games. Go on Steam and look for tower defense games. There are bloody millions. Oh, hello. Balloons isn't even hard, lol. I mean, Plants vs. Zombies, when that came out... Oh shit, I played the shit out of that game. Are you a scav, dude?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you shooting at me for?
No, I didn't shoot at you. What the fuck? You shot at me.
There's a guy down there who shot at me. I thought it was you. I'm sorry. He just threw a grenade. Yeah, this is the guy. He's a PMC, he's got no helmet, just headphones. That's the guy! Was that the guy? That was a fucking... Well, I only used 3, hit count 2, so I did hit that lad. That first lad. Well, I mean, he gets my shitty gun because, you know, I count as a traitor scav. I guess he heard my gun and was like, ooh. That sounds like a player's gun, even though it is definitely not. I've got all these good guns, but I'm just kind of hungry. Kind of want some lunch. I'm gonna get some lunch. Oh man, I'm so sick of this fucking game I keep playing. Not Tarkov. It's called Total Tank General Wars Tanks. Hold on. Total Tank Generals. It's so close to being good, and it just ain't. It's a damn shame. It's have you ever heard of Panzer Generals? Which is like, there used to be a company called SSI, Strategic something something. Anyway, they made all kinds of games like this, like the original Fantasy General. It was all something general. The original Fantasy General, by the way, was so good. I still play it. It was so good. Anyway, so they did Panzer General and all the rest of it. Yeah, Strategic Simulations Inc. or Interactive or something like that. Hex-based, quite simple war games that looked good. And the Panzer General ones, the gist of it was you moved your lads around and you had certain abilities and all the rest of it. Like, for example, I think if you had infantry with artillery behind them and the infantry were attacked, the artillery would fire in support. Stuff like that. Anyway, I cannot remember the name of this fucking game. I just said it. Total Tank Generals has a few mechanics that are fucking awful. That just make the game, you think, oh, that's an interesting twist, but instead you just think that is so counterintuitive. For example, if you have an enemy unit dug in and you're trying to take them and you're doing damage to them, hold on, I'm gonna get this. So, sorry. When you're taking damage, you gain XP by doing damage, killing units, and by taking damage. So sometimes you'll be hitting an enemy, hitting an enemy, hitting an enemy, and when you level up, you heal to max. Isn't that nuts? So in the middle of a turn, when you're trying to take some guy down, he heals to full. While I'm eating me lunch, let's watch some MRE Steve.
This is a French Air Force two-man pilot survival ration from the late 70s to early 80s. Air Force survival food units. It says on the front, this box contains 2 food units. It weighs 1 pound, 3.7 ounces, or 841 grams. It says to open at the top. We'll open at the bottom, so we can save the can for display. These things were stowed on Mirage 3s and Dassault Mirage 2000s, fighter and bomber aircraft. It's part of a more comprehensive bailout kit. And this ration's for 1 man for 2 days, or 2 men for 1 day. It says it contains 2 units. Okay, so let's give it a look.
1976 is probably not going to be good to eat, unfortunately.
No hiss.
No hiss. That's bad.
Man, it smells fruity. It's not a good sign. I think it's 300 euro too. Okay.
300 euros. These things are expensive, man. Believe me.
I hope these guys had better can openers than this. You're out in a survival situation. Take more energy just to open it than the calories inside. Wow. Look at that. Let's go ahead and work this stuff out.
Look at that.
Mont Blanc, which is
leaky.
dried out and has leaked. I think it's a meat tube.
Shame.
Or something. Wow. Whoa. Yeah, that's what's going on there. Some leakage. Good thing there's a cardboard separator. Potentially kept everything else from getting too fouled up. Look at that. Nice. Go ahead and just work this out best as I can here. So organized.
So by the way, for anyone that hasn't watched his videos before, he has a microscope. And he knows what he's doing. Like, he knows the signs, what to look for, what's trouble, what smells are bad, in a way that, you know, you think you'd know, but sometimes it's like, oh, it doesn't have any odor at all, and then he looks at it under a microscope sometimes, and you can see he's like, yep, that's botulism or whatever it is, you know? He's really good.
Maximizing the space.
He's responsible.
Vitamin C tablets. 2 packs of those. Let's see if we can get this out without making too many issues here. There's a lot of damage. Look at this. I mean, there are things that are okay right next to things that aren't. That is always exciting. Oh, nice. A chocolate bar. Oh, something flew. What is that? A pemmican bar.
Oh, pemmican. Classic.
And when they say 2 units, it would have been nice if they were enclosed, you know, individually, but then it would have taken up more space. So when they say 2 units, it would be divided these components would be divided. And oh, everything's so fruity in there. I don't even know what to say. Okay, let's see here.
He seems like a very Californian guy
Here's
to
that
me.
nice can. There's another pack of what looks to be salt tablets in there. I'm going to leave those in because they are stuck and I don't want to cut myself. So let's close this up and just probably pretend none of this happened because it looks like a disaster. I mean, it'll be a miracle if anything is consumable at all in this. All right, let's get it.
300 euros.
These are fuel tablets. So you can start a fire, cook some of the stuff, heat it up in this container. Pemmican. 2 packets of coffee, which sound like they're okay. Cool.
He opened one the
That
other
is
day.
soluble.
I think it was... might have been from the 50s. And the coffee had gone from being granules to being like a thick tar-like substance. And he made coffee with it.
Bouillon.
Lad's fearless.
Nice.
Nice.
Vitamin C tabs, sugar cubes, the caramels. They don't look like they're good. They're fully oxidized. They would have been
Yeah.
a lighter color. 2 matchbooks. 2 packs of water purification tablets. Each one likely treats 1 liter of water. These are biscuits. Air Force Survival Food Units. This box contains 2 units of food. 2 tubes of Mont Blanc survival food, 2 packs of cookies, 2 packs of caramels, 2 bars of chocolate, 2 blocks of pemmican, sugar, soup broth, milk nuggets,
yeah.
vitamin C tablets, 2 packs of salt tabs for rehydrating, water purification tablets, and soluble coffee. The non-consumables are 4 solid fuel tabs and 2 matchbooks. In principle, these 2 survival food units are planned either for a man for 48 hours or for 2 men for 24. Except in the event that specific instructions are given to you on the absorption of these, if you consume 1 survival food unit per day, you must absorb the 12 tablets. If you consume 2 units per day, don't consume any salt tablets. You can consume the pemmican either dry or after freeze-dried. 4 grams.
This is probably still good.
Little portion.
Oh,
Smells
yeah.
okay in there. You know, the outside of the packaging still smells rank of this stuff.
That's fine, right? I mean, that's absolutely fine. That's just dust.
That is a nice looking spray dried coffee. Fine granule. Smells rich. Where's a spoon we need?
Now listen, this is my favorite part. The stirring.
That coffee smells.
He speeds it up slightly,
Walk back in here and
sometimes. Love that.
that's really
Love
nice.
that.
I gotta try a sip right off the bat here. Hopefully it's not too hot. Whoa.
Whoa.
It's just a bit too hot, but that is incredible coffee. I mean, it's a 4-gram portion. That's why, you'd add it to like 10 or 12 ounces. This is stimulating. That tastes like it's freshly brewed. Like a freshly brewed, strong French roast. It's a dark roast. Spray dried. Dude, I'm saving that other package. That is amazing. Okay, let's go ahead and
Okay.
check out this chocolate bar.
There's no way this is good.
Man, it smells like onion soup, body odor. No big deal. Oh. It has some bloom to it. And, oh geez, is that a windmill? I don't know about this. I mean, it got kind of wet, like,
Yeah, I
there
would.
was a pinhole in the packaging. Oh, it smells terrible. Well, let's just try it a little bite.
Oh, Steve.
That's really not so... Oh. It used to be good. Super rancid from like an absorption of this. I mean, the Mont Blanc, this thing would have stored beautifully had it not been for this tube of rot. You know, a vitamin C tablet. It'll cure what ails you here. You're cold and
What was that? Is this the bouillon?
you just want something foody. Oh, that stinks though.
What is that? Vitamin C or bouillon?
Seems like it might be alright.
That looks like a bouillon.
Oh wow, that's still fine. That's perfectly fine. That's a delicious beef broth. Look at that. It's not overly strong. There's a slight onion flavor. It's very savory. It's not too salty. Again, it's not overpowering. It's really nice. Let's check out the biscuits. Ooh, they look like cookies. Oh, they're definitely rancid. Nice cellophane. Foil. Too bad it wasn't tri-laminate. Oh, maybe it kind of was. Like a nice paper, parchment almost on the inside. Foil. And cellophane. And they are really something. They're definitely not edible anymore. Like, Gomez. They feel like they've absorbed moisture from like another component. Well, I almost feel like saving one for display. I think I will. Dip it in epoxy. Kind of needs it. Seems like they've really absorbed moisture from...
So this made 1.2 million views. Undoubtedly. I mean, look at this one. 1906 US Army ration, 5 million views. And I think the fact is that there are a lot of these MRE channels. His is the best one. He gets straight down to business. He does his research, knows about it, talks about it, finds out what it would have been used for. He's great. There's not even a black market. You can just buy these things online. Like, you can just buy them, and also people send them to him. He puts his address. He's in Florida, okay. So he just has people send him MREs that they found. I watched this one the other day. The 1945 K rations. The US spy plane food is okay. He took a big break. And now he's back. This is interesting. The Chinese one.
addition to the ration. Hawthorn. Oh, his. Or I missed it.
Look at this. It's all just fucking
Almost like
bars.
ginger or something. And hawthorn berries.
This is the
and
compact
hawthorn
ration.
extract. That's been used for hundreds of years to treat indigestion and various digestive issues.
He has done Russian ones. I've done Russian
Nice
MRE.
job,
Like
Alistair.
7 grams.
Marco Minks just
About
resubito
10.
for 8 months.
And each one of
Listen
these
to
weighs
the Triforce
an
podcast
ounce.
religiously.
Okay, let's check out the meat and vegetable compressed food bar first.
Thank you. I did a
Almost
Russian
like
MRE
having
with
a
my
meat
kids.
and vegetable.
See if I can find it, actually. Put that there. Looks like a soup. If anyone can translate Cyrillic, that would be great. This is some kind of soup. We'll do that in a bit. This looks like instant mash, maybe. It's got a chef doing the chef's kiss, and that looks like instant mash. Give it a shake. What do you think?
Yeah, all instant meat.
So the problem is, Cronenberg, they're very
This looks
expensive.
like some kind of dried nuts or something, and the slogan at the bottom is "Every day, your best mood." Look at that.
What do you think that is?
I'm my best mood.
Your best mood. They look like it's not corn. I don't think. Maybe it's just big peanuts. I think that's just big peanuts, isn't it? But they look unappetizing somehow. Wow, look at this. Feel how solid that is. Feel it. Give it a squeeze. Look at that. That is seriously solid. That is looks like a fruit bar, but that thing is like super dense. Don't worry. I'll say, please, let's get this out onto a tray. But we don't have a tray. I think these.
We do have a tray.
We do have a tray. I'll get the tray in a minute. I'll get the tray in a minute. No, what?
It's just
Is it there?
Tray.
Oh yeah, we can get the tray. All right. So when we're on okay. Some kind of jam. And these burn. Okay. Cheese.
I think
It says
Cool up. Cool.
a little bit greasy there.
Just
Keep
sweat.
an
It's either yogurt or just really expired milk.
eye. In the field.
I'd like to
Sure would love some cat food.
This is when it gets grisly.
Again, there's no picture. Someone says that's cheese. This is cheese.
This is cheese.
That's cheese.
That's cheese.
What's this one?
Everything's cheese. I think this is cheese.
The Russian ration was disgusting.
I think this is
Beans?
beans.
Beans?
Beans?
What a tiny pot of beans?
Oh, someone said pasty pie.
Some kind of bean. Okay, now we come on to the main courses.
Oh, that looks so gross.
No, that looks delicious. That looks like a beef and vegetable stew.
In a can.
Yes, but we're out in the field.
No, we're in our kitchen.
This looks like some kind of a beef stew.
We're in the dog fart field. Ooh, bees.
Some of the rations are really good.
So we can start meal by meal, starting with our breakfast and chocolate crackers.
This one does not look appetizing. Oh my god, that really doesn't look
Are
appetizing.
you all ready for food poisoning?
Alright. So this is the other one. Look at the picture of the stew.
Afraid.
We don't know what this is. Because if anyone can tell me what it is, let me know.
Someone said, a stew made of buck.
It's just
Porridge?
like buckwheat.
Really? I think it's buckwheat, in all honesty.
A stew.
It doesn't look like porridge. We've already got a porridge. And then finally,
We
I
did
think that says,
a German one. The German one was excellent.
I think this is a beef stew. I think this is a tushonka. I could be wrong. Look at that cow!
We're gonna eat that cow.
We're going to eat part of them.
The tushonka was disgusting because
Anyway.
it didn't have the texture of any piece of beef.
Behind us, that would be safer.
Look, she hates the smell of it.
Are you alright?
Can't look at this.
It smells so rank.
You can't feed this to me.
Oh wow. A delicious pan of Dota.
It really was not good. I think, which is the German one? Can't remember. It's my grumpy elder daughter.
Which is called the Ration du Combat Individuel Réchauffable, which means
Without
reheatable.
pork.
Without pork, yes. Sans pork.
So that's the French one. We did. Oh, this is just the MRE streams.
Are you alright?
Third.
Okay.
This is the German one. The German one was excellent.
Nitrit Salz. So spec is bacon. Excellent. Okay. Can we get some pretzels? What?
I'd probably just
This is mainly Roggenschrott and water. Anyone? So that's that. That's not for you to eat.
wait. They can't see the cat in the camera, can they?
They can. It's
Wax it.
vibes.
I need to wipe my nose.
This is the muesli. This is the muesli. Let's have a look.
The muesli was good.
At the MRE bar.
It says here 150 meters of cold water and Rühren und gut durchruhren. Yep. What does that mean?
Wait, show it to the camera.
I'll see if I can show it to the camera. What are the instructions for this? I don't want to see myself twice. So it says, Zubereitung. Den Bruteinhalt mit 150 Milliliter kaltem Wasser anrühren und gut durchrühren.
Apparently rühren or whatever is stir.
Oh, I
I
see.
think it means stir well.
Stir it up. Stir it up good. And it wanted 150 mils of cold water. Let's open him up. These are so nice.
Add 150 ml cold water and stir well.
Alright, gotcha.
Okay, you can't make it up here. Lose it up.
Do you remember the one last week that had that kind of chocolatey milk?
Yeah.
Well, not last week, but last stream.
Yeah.
The French
The
one.
French
with
one.
the
So
lovely
this is
chocolate milk.
going to be very similar.
Ooh.
I'll get some spoons.
How do you say spoon in German?
Spoon.
How do you say spoon in German? It's probably something like, the Germans are very specific in their language. It'll be something like long metal spoon-shaped object. Hey, man, was mal so spoons and thinking.
Everyone's saying it's Loffen. My waffle with my lock. I'm not even that. That's bubbly.
Listen, if you want to be part of the MRE team, we try everything. That's how we roll.
Uh-oh.
You don't like it, you can join another team.
I was like cereal when it's been in the milk for an hour.
It's just this actually looks really tasty. You guys are crazy. It's like strawberry and muesli. You're gonna love it. You're such in a hurry. Chill. Wait, let me stir it.
You grabbed my spoon from
I did grab your loofah right out of your hand.
Yogurt powder.
Oh my
I
god.
drunkened the hell out of this. Or was I meant to rural it? I can't remember.
How many people are answering questions I'm asking in this old vid? Like this is live. It's like yelling at the TV.
Interesting.
I was meant to ruin it. I think drunken means drinking.
Yes, you did.
I didn't. This is tasty.
Water. Does the MRA have those bag keeping the food or something?
No.
Like what?
No.
What does it have then? We still have to.
Come on, cat. No.
You're screaming. I'm not interested.
Right, says here,
But that's nice.
if possible, heat the closed pouches in hot water. Do not use open flame for heating. You can also eat the meals cold. So what we'll do is put that in water.
Cat noises.
It says, wenn möglich, fertig Gericht im noch geschlossenen Beutel in heißem Wasser. Sie wie im Kohlgeschirr erwärmen. So warm it up in hot water.
You're trying to be helpful, but this is over a year ago.
Listen, you are getting on me tits now. Come on, Bus, go do something else.
Oh, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. She just wants to. Packets of beer.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's
It's
not
alright.
bad. I wouldn't try it.
Right, so have a look at the military cats.
Yes. Wait, check if they're like I'll just see if they're like the Russian ones that you guys talked about. We still have them in our cupboard.
We
It's
do.
just sitting there.
They'll last longer than we do.
So that they will outlive generations. It will be the year like 25,000 and the Russian distance will still be there. 2020.
Up. No. No, cat. Have you guys never let the kettle actually boil?
It is boiling. Oh my god.
No, Puss, come on. Oh, she's so bloody persistent.
They're so bloody
She's
stupid.
about to jump right back up here. Well, that was silly. That's your water bowl. Ugh, just be careful with her.
Get out of here, cat.
Fucking stupid animal.
God, she's just such a gutsy swine. They
It
both
is full
are.
of water bowl.
Well done, cat.
We got logged out.
She spilled all her water.
The dog hates the mop as well, so she's going to attack the mop.
I took this care about her here, so.
The dog still hates the mop.
What an annoying cat.
The cat is still annoying.
The cat.
Now she's attacking the mop as well.
Everyone's rooting for the cat.
The cat is a pain in the neck.
The cat
Wish we'd never gotten her.
in the neck.
Seal her upstairs or something.
No.
No.
Literature tray is down here.
I know.
So she wants to be with us. It's just I just don't want her on the table.
Our cat is the worst cat I've ever owned. Our current cat.
Ooh, yeah, those actually look really nice.
Literally.
Quite orange, to be honest with you.
It was a big mistake getting this cat.
Oh, yeah,
She's
the cat's
fucking
got her
useless.
back,
Oh,
She loves my youngest. Loves her.
you can't get up here.
The only reason I'm happy
No.
No, that
with the
would be
cat
terrible. We can't do that.
is because how much she loves
Have a look at
my
these.
youngest. She follows her around.
They're really nice. Look, they say
She
Cambly on them. They're a nice biscuit. Are they good?
Oh, it's not bad. We wouldn't miss that.
she lies on her. She sleeps on her bed. She
I'll get you some
sits on her lap.
beverage.
She loves her.
Oh.
The rest of us may as well not exist.
This is citron,
Like citrusy
And she does this thing where
and it wants.
I feed the dog, and she's like, meow, 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 meow. And you're like, yeah, I'm feeding you, I'm feeding you. You give her the food, and she licks it, and then she fucking goes out. And you're like, okay, so you weren't hungry. But then she'll come back, and in the morning it's eaten. But you think, I understand it, maybe she just wants to eat it later on, but
Right there.
it's just nuts.
Can I have a different
You can have
one
the
instead of
Dorset corn and bread one. What are the other ones? Okay, you love lemon. That's orange.
Yeah, exactly. But the problem is, it means that we're like, does she not like the food? We have no idea what food she likes. Also, no one but my youngest can pet the cat. She just won't have it. The German ration was genuinely awesome.
Let's wait before we get done. I think
The stew was really good. The beans were really good. It was excellent.
Right, chat.
As if we can get a little bit of notes going. Well, it's nothing to do with don't like her. It's just, what's the point in this animal? I mean, you get a cat, and we're probably going to have her. I mean, cats live for fucking ages. She's probably going to be living here for another 15 to 20 years. Like, our last cat was nearly 20. I could just well imagine we end up with this cat for another 15 years. She never takes risks. She never goes outside the garden. She doesn't wander. So she's not going to be one of those cats that ends up getting, something bad happening. She is literally going to persist forever, despite just being this pointless pet. The kids are going to be long gone, and we're going to be stuck with a cat that doesn't like us, doesn't ever want to sit on your lap, won't let you pet her. It's not that she attacks you. She just sort of flattens herself to the ground and crawls away. She wants nothing to do with me, Mrs. F, or my eldest. Just like, what was the point in this? Our previous cat was very sweet. This cat, she's a fucking idiot. She's an absolute fucking idiot. She's only fun for one person, which is what makes me happy, is it is my youngest. So hopefully the whole time she's living here, she's going to have this cat. They're going to be very close. That makes me happy. But I'm the one paying the vet's bills. I'm the one feeding the fucking cat. I'm the one looking after this bloody thing. And it's just, it gives nothing back. So what is the point in this cat? Really? It doesn't feel special. It doesn't feel special at all. It's nice for her, and I'm glad about that. But, I mean, why can't we just have a cat that actually... No, Lemon Pizza Pie, we've had the cat for 2 years. And it just doesn't like us. It never has. It's not like we just got it, and it's still settling down. Cat just is like, no. And she's so thick. She can't work the cat flap. She uses the cat flap multiple times a day. But every time she's like, how does this work? What are you doing?
5 seconds remaining.
It's the same cat flap you just came in. And you went out of it 20 minutes ago. Why are you still struggling? She's just moronic. Let's practice this little shit.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, fuck off. We don't need those. She uses the cat flap. We don't have to get a new one. It's just like... She's just thick. Luckily, it also means she doesn't even realize that she can easily jump up.
What would I name it? It's just a piece of wood.
Seemingly, she doesn't understand that she can jump. That she is a cat that can jump. She just has no idea. So, if she can't reach something, she can't reach it. Like, full stop. Which is, I'm delighted about, because it means she never really gets into any trouble.
No, this way. Now, you stupid nit. Look, I don't need to be a god. You smell something? Hardly see nothing down here. Yep. Oh, mate. Yeah. That's not your nugget. I'm under attack. Did you see a tree? Mate. Leave it. Stand right there. You might take this time to reflect. Yoinks! Just follow my trail. Pause the pit. I always bid on extra littering, bro. Not yet. Always wanted to go this way. I'm field smart. Hang on.
I thought that this thing automatically made a tree. Am I going crazy?
Defending time. Better than a boat's worth. Up to that cut. You'll get yours. Oh, sweet. Once that's the one. Always a step ahead.
I thought that this made a tree automatically.
Just follow my tail. Yeah. More fun this way.
If you click on an enemy, it doesn't? Is it this that makes a tree? Oh, it's the acorn shot that makes the tree.
Doesn't matter how blurry.
I got you.
That's how I live.
Sorry, I didn't know.
What's over Bullseye. Any blood trails? Allies disappear. Perfect. Second now. There it is. Out of the vein. Anyone know Don't believe this. Nice. Time to kill something? You have learned nothing. This way.
Figuring this hero out. Apologies for the shititude. Deso? Sure.
Desolator. Yeah.
Not so safe,
Another put down. Just keeping it loose. I'm done. You could have stayed. Blows you back a bit, eh? Yep.
your
Go
sails.
and say hello to my little friend. Uh-huh.
Blood runs.
I'm under attack. I'm clean.
Ah!
Bury me at sea.
It's not just a phase. My tail's a sail.
That went well, I think.
Early release. Ripper.
Invisibility.
Was a pit.
Something.
Now tell me. Ripper. Time to kill something? Just doing my part. It's not who we fighting? It's good, it's better, and it's how I live. Trails?
Jesus!
Stricken out. Shadows, take us.
Nothing to it.
Oh, we're down a man and we're still doing better than everybody.
Here's a happy.
Shadows take us. Swifter than ever.
Sure is fun, huh?
Doesn't mean I don't.
Phantom strikes.
It's what I do.
I can't bear to be seen.
Is that what
Vanish.
Well, that's a cracker of a day. Pretty neat sceptering thingy. Just follow my trail. Oh, Sasa.
Haste.
I'm under attack. All sorts of
Both ways.
Goodness, Grant. Yeah, you always was in the trees. When's the murder start? I'm keen. Plan B is.
Feel the axe of axe.
Just follow my tail.
A soldier's death.
Punched you right with it, right? Damn. Did you see what you meant?
The die was cut.
Wicked. What an egg! Better tell. Piece of this. Got heaps of them. Got ya.
Worth.
Ever seen someone bleed out?
The hero is fun!
On my steel.
Better off.
We're still ahead. We've only got to get 7 more kills.
No more.
Shadow. Take us. In blood trails. Here's a I can take the kill. When's the murder start? Chill it, always a start you want. It's all on the road. This way. How about shortcut? Yeah, I see it.
Huzzah! I know she has nullifier. And I don't care about my neutral. I don't care! She got 63 kills! Look at that. We were down a man, and we still won. Yeah. Has the, where we go? Watch now tournaments? Is this on now? These are starting soon, right? 25 minutes. Jeez. Look at all these other tournaments. I've never heard of these. Dota 2 Space League. Esports Battle Dota 2 SMC6. There are a surprising number of tournaments out here. M88 Mansion. Nothing. Titan League. I mean, honestly, I don't know if I could put together a tournament, a Dota tournament with a $12,000 prize pool. I don't think I could do that. Like, I realize that these look like small amounts of money, but it is impressive that they're able to, with teams no one's heard of. I mean, maybe someone's heard of Wiser Warriors or Foxy Gaming, but I have not. And there are 72 pages of games in this. Look at this. Red, I sincerely doubt the $15,000 prize pool, which probably means first prize is $5,000 split 5 ways. If you're able to play Dota, and in that Destiny League, they're playing every day. I don't know if that's life-changing, but I really... I mean, unless you're saying, well, period, they could have no money and not be able to afford to eat, so... Well, yeah, but again, it's $1,000. I don't care where you are. That's not life-changing. That's not life-changing. That's like, wow, I want $1,000. I would be hyped. But I don't think that's life-changing. I think that's putting it a little far. Because they're still going to be poor. $1,000 isn't going to elevate them to not poor for the rest of their lives. which is to me what life-changing. A life-changing amount of money means either all my problems have been solved, like I've won 80 grand and I was 80 grand in debt. Fantastic, that's life-changing. Or so much money that essentially you'd have to try quite hard to end up being poor or to bugger that up. Like you're at least going to, for example, if I was 21 and I want $5 million, I can buy a house, I can be debt-free, I've got money set aside for my pension, I can pick a job that I really enjoy doing even if it doesn't pay well, my costs are going to be low. That's life-changing. But I don't think $1,000, even if you think poor people, really poor people, $1,000, I could imagine that. If I lived in a country where the average salary was $1 a week, $1,000, yeah, huge. But you're still living in that country. So it doesn't really change your life that much. You've got good money for a country where it's $1 a day. Nice. That's 3 years' salary. But you're still going to be poor, in my opinion. I don't know, how can you buy a house for $1,000 if you live in one of those countries? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to stop. We'll wait until later when there's a stack on. I'll see you guys there.